for as much as Tesla has really initiated much of that price war, where they're beneficiaries in some of the homegrown automobile manufacturers, especially within the Asia Pacific region. And so as we've seen some of the consumer sentiment shift there, Tesla has unfortunately seen the short end of the stick on that one. And then now you've got BYD, you've got NIO, you've got some of the other local manufacturers that are really being able to stand in the gap. Now, over the 1 year spectrum here, we were just taking a look at the share price, and it's still down 27% over that time period. So still some ground to be made up right now.
Yeah, and just for some context here, out of the car makers that reported, Li Auto, the only one that actually reported lower delivery.
Interesting.
Down about 11%, yeah. XPeng up 4%, BYD saying they were up about 3.6%. So the growth rate is slowing,
yeah,
but it's still pushing higher. That probably speaks to just how much more developed the EV market is there.
Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian Investment Trader, known as Fijian Traders. This is your host, Mr. Singh. NIO, well, you just saw the NIO video that I attached on the delivery, how the reporters, the media was happy on booing over 136% year to year on the growth level. Well, before I talk on the technical side, I gotta cover a couple things on the on the fundamentals and the growth for the company. Well, what are we looking at? The biggest thing I've been saying it over and over, the operating cost needs to be low. The manufacturing cost needs to be low. The net margin needs to be profit. Well, if I compare between XPeng to NIO right now, net margin is 38.0%. That is a lot. A return on equity is 110 and return on assets is about 21%. But this is the net margin that we got to keep an eye on that. XPeng is a little bit closer to be profitable than NIO right now, but it's just a slim margin. We know the growth level is NIO, that's why we can clearly see the net margin, but they are pretty far away right now to be profitable. I just want to keep things clear with you guys. I don't want to sound on the bad note on that on the video, but I want to be very careful that what do you guys thinking about NIO? I am a long-time investor in NIO. I'm going to show you my portfolio, then blow you some of you guys' mind as well. But I keep things real with you. I'm here for long term. I'm gonna be here long term. But what NIO needs to be done, it needs to be profitable in terms of cutting on their operating costs and selling and making sure these cars are been delivered like rapidly in terms of 136%. That's fabulous. In order and then it needs to be profitable in terms of how the vehicle either sits on the lot or it's been out there making money. So getting sold to make money. So things to keep an eye on that. Well, also the NIO chart, right? So how we have been doing it, 5-day performance. We know the 24% came in because of the beautiful delivery numbers. A month right now, just the new month, so 24%. 3 months, we are by 0.5%. But this is the way we are year to date 27.09%. We are definitely not doing well on our performance of the chart. Well, some people may have questions about shorts. Folks, it is so healthy. I looked at it, dived it in. There's no worried about shorts or anything on that. We are definitely on the right where the bulls are growing. Analysis rating has dropped. The news sentiment has increased over 0.5%. Great, because you want news like this will drive the stock price as well. Upside, we're looking about 51.3%, which the price target is of $8.43. It hurts me when I said that. I still keep this price target over $100 for this company. That will happen once it's going to be profitable. Insider trading is not available, but you can clearly see the short trading as well. So, about my portfolio, wanted to share with you guys. I am invested in Tesla, folks. I'm happy invested in Tesla and share the same love with NIO as well. But NIO is one of my top performer at 39.50%, and I'm not done yet. My goal is to get 50,000 shares on NIO, and Tesla is about 1,500. But NIO, it is one of the company that I've been investing longer, same as Tesla. When NIO came in, I jumped in right away. I've got the pains, the gains, the losses, the gains, the losses. I have understand this company so long and have traded it as well. This company has a future. Can be money, maybe be made in terms, but needs to be profitable as well. But I like the plan. They are cutting on the operating costs and having this car manufactured faster with the new plants and making deals with the charging partnership. That's a generated revenue, constant revenue flow coming in. I like Mr. William Lee is doing in terms of the partnership deals, because that's a constant revenue generated coming in. So love to see, excited to see how he is doing it. So yes, I am close, a little shy away for 40% on that, and I am not done yet. I am not done yet, folks. So that's I'm just gonna leave it as it is on that. So NIO, what are we looking at it? That was on Friday. Did had a dip, broke, kind of came from $5.38, which was my resistance level, and then drop came right back up, and we closed at the high beautifully at $5.57. Shifting the gear to the 1 month chart, you can clearly see that I did talk about my the resistance level, which was sitting at $5.38, and we broke through. And you can clearly see that it activated even the support, not even testing the moving average, sitting at $5.28. So don't go anywhere, because when I do technical analysis, there's some key things I share about it, some entry point, exit point as well, in terms of what can break, what cannot. Granted, news can also come, bad news in the economy or NIO can change everything else, but you can clearly see that the MACD right over here is about to turn green, and that is a beautiful signal is showing right now. And on the 3 months, shifting the gear to the 3 months, we have this crossover, folks. We have this confirmation crossover because of the delivery numbers pushed it, meant for an uptrend. So now this yellow is going to turn into, blue turns into a yellow, which is going to be our support level sitting at $5.38. And the next one is coming right around at, I know even I have it at $6.13. So I'm going to keep at $6.13. But before that, you can clearly see that it's at this level right over here, which is $5.90, was acting as a resistance. So the next one, I will have it, don't worry folks, I'm going to have it back again right over here, and that is going to be $6.34. I'm going to keep it that level so people can understand. Right here, $6.30, roughly about 29 cents. So $6.29, $5.90 are the two key things. We got to break it out. But you can clearly see that when we had this crossover, a nasty crossover, folks, on the 200-day, crossing over the blue line, and we came all the way down. We came close over. We couldn't break it. Guess what? We came all the way to 361, and I did start loading the shares, and I didn't mention you guys. Loading zone has approached, slowly loading it, and now we had this massive breakover. A great step over here. Now we will see trading in between these channels, so don't be surprised. Coming back to $5.38, even dipping all the way to like $5.25, and then making higher highs, and again going testing at $5.09 and getting rejected. So this is going to be the new trading sideways. We kind of like to see, try to say sideways, and before making another higher highs, you can go all the way to $100. I don't complain it, but you can keep doing. You might see trading in between the sideways. 6 months. This is the one that I was very skeptical about it and wanted to tell you guys to be very careful. Well, we are trading above those, and those 6 months, the 200-day moving average sitting at $4.83. That's a big gap right now on that. But our blue line, which is sitting at $4.74, it's crossing over. That's what I like. Whereas on the MACD, kind of showed a red bar. RSI still have a lot of room to left and may cover that gap. So I'm not too worried about it. But making higher highs, you can clearly see that our RSI is making higher highs and higher lows and shifting the gear. So the gap is there. You can clearly see there's this two moving average is about to collide, and we need this blue line to cross over the pink line, because that is a confirmation uptrend, and it is an uptrend. It is an uptrend right now, because your 1 month chart, and if you missed it, 1 month chart has a crossover, and you can clearly see that when a crossover happened 1 month, we pushed it to the roof. So 6 months, we are right there. We are right niche to close and that, and come back to that level. Love to see trading over $6.26. Then we were gonna see some backs on the nines and higher than that. But the delivery numbers that NIO have produced, and I covered the video in the last video, it is a mind-blowing. The profitability is the only thing that is why this stock is down, folks, and that is something that we should be keeping eyes on investors, because we do have a backup. When I say we, means NIO have a backup of Abu Dhabi and the China government on that. So that is something that is gives an assurance as an investor to invest the money on. So folks, here you go. That is my technical analysis. Please don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on the notification so you don't miss anything. I do invest in NIO. I do invest in Tesla. I do invested a new portfolio started 2 weeks ago on Rivian, Mara, and all Plug Power, Palantir. I'm very well advised on my portfolio. And I'm a 13-year veteran on trading as well. So feel free if you have any questions, you want to hear anything on that, answer any questions you have. I do understand your guys' pain because there's a lot of people sitting over here at this range right now. A new investor sitting at $6.28, and they're waiting for this price to come so they can get out. And I don't blame you guys. I absolutely don't blame you guys. I do understand the pain. So once it could be a learning lesson or anything. Always invest when you want to go in and when you want to get out. But if you see your price started dipping, then you better come out, because you have to always, based on the fundamentals and the technical analysis, both goes hand in hand together. But sometimes it does not. Like on NIO's case right here, the reason this stock is all the way down, it's just because they are not profitability. We know the future, we know the growth, we know what this company has a vision, how Mr. Lee William is getting all these partnership deals right now, generating revenue, but they are not profitable. And that is the reason why we have the NIO is not sitting over $100 at the moment. So folks, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Please don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button, turn on the notification so you don't miss anything on that. So thank you once again, and have a beautiful day, rest of your day.